We are always misunderstood. Creative souls living for good. But the evil beast comes cooking in, pretending to be our friend and sneaking in.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy MichaelRayBower, and it's a mad world. It's a mad world. Yeah, the contrast on me makes me look really white, and that's a bad thing nowadays in this politically charged world. How y'all doing today? Blessings. I haven't went live for a couple of weeks now, if not longer. I ain't gonna apologize. I'm a depressed, anxiety-filled, troubled individual. And I struggle to do the basic things in life. Is that okay? Is that okay? First off, let me say hello to everybody that's online early. We got Michaela, been there for me during all my rough patches. I appreciate you. You're a quality human being, Michaela. We got my boy Brent Mania watching wrestling. Thank you for your donation a few minutes ago. I got it. You always hook a dude up, and all I can say is thank you. That being said, we got Hey All Right. It's like, yeah, man, this rocks. I don't know what he's talking about. You talking about crack or the show? Yeah! I'm rocking out the Super Mario Brothers t-shirt. It was a gift by a special someone. Thank you, Sarah. You're amazing. Really too good for me in my life and my friendship. I don't deserve the lot of you. But I appreciate everybody as much as I can stand them and as much as they can stand me. You guys like my condom on my head? I got condom on my head, so don't call me a condom head. Oh my goodness. I think we got a donation of support. We did. The beautiful Michaela sent me a few bucks. I owe you the world, girl. I owe you the world. You have helped a struggling individual out so many times. And again, I owe you the world. I owe a lot of you the world. So I'm going to have to start with a rock. Because that's all I can pick up and give back at the moment. So, Michaela, you're amazing. And thank you for the video the other day. I wanted to say you looked amazing. Confidence looks good on all of us. So we need to have it more. We need to send videos, get dressed up. That's what I need to do. I need to do the basic things in life better. I need to get up, make my bed, realize, thank the Lord I'm alive, forget the haters, take a shower, get dressed, get crazy, get confident, and live stream more, and hopefully pay some bills. Again, thank you, Michaela, Bella, Brett Mania. Y'all are the coolest people. And that being said, if you feel like supporting me, if I entertain you, please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider becoming a member of the channel for early and exclusive content. Basically, it's me complaining about life. But we're going to have some live streams soon for members only. And my phone's working decently with an update from Apple. So now maybe I can, the sound appears to be working, the audio. So now maybe I can do a walk and talk for members only, where I get a little bit of exercise. But speaking of walking, one of the reasons I hurt my ankle really badly, the story's in a previous video, and I've been walking on it a little bit. It still hurts, still gets tender. Tender ankle is what you got at the end of the day from walking on your foot and acting kind of gay. Tender ankle is what you got in your life. You need an acting career. You don't need to pick up a wife. Or should I? I don't know. But we're singing and we're having a good time and we're trying to find the positive momentum. So become a member of this channel if I entertain you, and I got donation portals down below. That way, hopefully I can pay my SAG-AFTRA dues and become an actor again, because I have been putting a little bit of work into trying to come back into Hollywood. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they'll accept me unless I put out or I get on the casting room couch. But I got a lot of problems with that, because I've talked a lot about pedophilia, about conspiracies, and Hollywood don't like that. The gatekeepers do not like that, as I am fully aware. So, will they accept me back? I don't know. I'm going to have to grovel, contact a Zionist, maybe get a donation, pay my SAG bills to try to get auditions again. It's expensive to become an actor again. You got to pay for everything. You got to pay for your dues, your photographs, acting classes, and you got to do a lot of stuff online. You got to pay for courses, meetings to meet the new casting directors that are out there. I got to get my name and my face out there again, because nobody knows who the fuck I am except 40-year-olds. But it's okay. This is all I know. This is all I have besides you guys and gals. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So once again, I have donation portals down below. I have merchandise on a website. If you feel like buying some merchandise, I would really appreciate that during the show. I'll shout you out. And I'm working on some new stuff, y'all. I promise you. I'm not doing a good job at it because I get depressed, I get anxiety, then I hurt my ankle, and then all of a sudden everything else in my life goes bad. Then I realize I don't have a lot of money, and then I get depressed and I sleep instead of finding the power, finding the Goombas, the Super Mario Brother Goombas, and crushing them. I struggle. I disappear. I live in a black hole for a while, no pun intended, even though I'm a Raider fan. Fernando, the stars at night shall shine real bright. The Raiders will draft Fernando Mendoza. We're going to have a Latin Raider quarterback. You know how many jerseys we'll sell? Well, maybe not anymore because of ice. But the Raider Nation community is a big Latin community, and they want a jersey that says Mendoza. But now all the Mendoza fans, they're probably sheltering because of what's going on in this politically charged fucking world. And we're probably going to talk about it during this entire show. And I'm going to give some of my opinions that are not going to be popular on a lot of things. And I haven't even read last video's comments. People probably hate me or mad at me. I don't know. I try to stay away. Ghost and post, bitch. That's what you got to do. You got to ghost and fucking post. It's the only way to save your mental health in this Dabbleverse world that I'm kind of a part of. They get me every once in a while. I watch their fucking videos. I don't watch them, but every once in a while I tune in to the guy with boils on his face while he makes fun of everybody. Doesn't do anything for me. And the drama in the Dabbleverse. Ghost and post, bitch! Don't engage is the best advice I've ever been given. Don't engage. So that's advice for all the Ashley Cummings and everybody else in the world. Don't engage. Unless it's a beautiful woman like Michaela and everybody else. And I need a wifey. And I'm looking for love in all the wrong places. Look, working per nub. Looking for love in all the wrong places. DonkeyLips is looking for love. I'm a weird character. I hope you'll accept me. And I have cameos available, everybody, if you're interested in cameos. And there's a goal on my Cameo now where every cameo or shout-out video that I do, it goes towards the goal of paying my SAG and AFTRA dues so I can get auditions again. And I ain't going to lie, they haven't updated anything with my residuals for about a month now. It's like I'm getting no residuals that are listed that I might, come into my bank account. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Is it because, again, I owe my dues? So now they cut off my residual services? Do they have that type of power? I don't know. But I got to pay my fucking SAG-AFTRA dues, and I got to start getting some residuals. And I got to start working more. This is my job. It's not a good job, and I need to do it better and more often. But I can't expect donations and or money, and I've realized that. There are some people that they get online and they automatically expect to earn money. That's not the case for me. And hopefully, I don't even call it a show. It's more like we're talking and hanging out. So you can never expect donations or money except from YouTube and ad revenue. whenever you're talking or hanging out. But your true people that want to support you and are there for you, that enjoy, if this is called a show or content, they come out for you. Like Michaela, Brent Mania, and many of you others have done on numerous occasions. I thank you. I am humbled and I am grateful. I don't really have a show today. I was just happy to walk on my feet a little bit yesterday, clean my apartment. Then I ended up with a tender ankle. It's so tender. Ooh, I touched it with the bruise and I made it feel good. My tender ankle. That's for all you foot fetishes motherfuckers out there. The fuck is going on with you foot fetish people? I don't understand it. Especially the Nickelodeon Dan Schneiders of the world. What the fuck do you see in feet that turns you on and makes your willy go hee-hum, hee-hum? That's probably the actual size of my willy. But hey, it does grow in girth. I ain't ashamed. I'm proud to have a willy. And not a Billy. Oh, yeah, that didn't make any sense. That joke didn't land. But what the hell is going on with people in feet fetishes? Oh, I got comments. I haven't read them. Forgive me. What the hell is going on with people in feet fetishes? I don't know. This is Spill the Tea Tuesday. So let's spill some fucking tea. Even personal tea. And the truth is, in life, you need to laugh at yourself. You need to understand who you are. So you need to spill the tea of yourself. You need to be self-aware. You don't want to be that person that doesn't talk about their problems, but then you expose everybody else's problems or you give your opinion on everybody else's fucking life. That's what the Dabbleverse does. Nobody takes accountability for their own shit. Nobody. I think I do. I'm all sorts of fucked up, but I'm awesome and I'm a celebrity to some people. But I know I'm the shit. I just wish I had that confidence every day. But it seems like I only have it when I do the Acting Crazy and Confident podcast. You guys like that song? I love that song in the beginning. Even though it's AI, I freaking love it. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Hey, all right. What's up, my brother? You said audition for X-Men. You'd be great as Fred Dukes. Who the hell is Fred Dukes? I don't know who that is. I'm a semi-fan of the X-Men. Let's look that up. Hopefully my computer doesn't shut off, but I want to see who that is. Could I play Fred Dukes from the X-Men? Let me see if I got a secondary screen. If I can look up Fred Dukes. And you guys are driving the show, y'all. Your super chats, your questions, your donations will drive the show. And if we get enough super chats, I'll put a members only link to my members to join the live stream. If we can get another, I don't know, $50 in super chats, I'll allow people to become on the live stream. And Michaela, if you're still watching, if you want to join the live stream, I can send you a link on Facebook or X, probably X because I have it open. If you want to be on the live stream, let me know, Michaela or Brent or anybody, and maybe I can make that happen in a little bit. All right, let me look up this X-Men, Fred Dukes. Let me see if I can get this on screen. Oh, shit. All right, sorry. Let me see if I can get this on screen in a little bit better of a manner. This is who you want me to play, huh? Fred Dukes. I mean, fuck it. I'll take any role. You know, I'm humble enough to say it. I don't deserve any roles besides this in Hollywood. But let me see if I can get this on screen. Oh, I have to take off the other thing first. Please forgive me. I'm not that great of a producer for myself. Doop, boop, 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 boop. Share the screen, and apparently this is Fred Dukes from X-Men. Uh, uh, um, let me try to zoom in on some of these pictures. There it is. I think I remember him in the X-Men movies. I would want to be this Fred Dukes, the badass Fred Dukes right there. The fat one, though, is too. Is that his power? He becomes fat? Notable aliases. Blob. All right. You're calling me a blob, huh? Hey, all right. I appreciate that. Colin, my good buddy. Thank you for the $10 donation and support, man. I appreciate that. Michaela, Brent, Colin, you guys are hooking a dude up, making me feel special. And it makes me want to live stream more. You know what I'm saying? It makes me want to live stream more when I'm, you know. But it ain't gonna be like this all the time. And I understand that. Christina made an order. That's right. Christina made an order for some merchandise. And I got a special photo I'm going to share with you guys and a story in a minute. But there it is. There's X-Men Origins Fred Dukes, played by Kevin Durant. I'm down. But I don't think I'm that big. I don't think I'm that big enough to actually play that character. Hey, all right. I don't think I'm that big enough to play that character. And yeah, man, thank you for that. Gained me some knowledge right there on Fred frickin' Dukes, y'all, for X-Men. Once again, Michaela, Brent, Colin, Christina, thank you for making the orders. And if you guys want me to have a guest on or something, or you think you can be a guest, like I said, let's get some actual super chats in, or PayPal, Venmo, and I'll send out a link to some amazing people and or for my members of my YouTube channel. All right. I wanted to tell you guys a cool little story and show a couple of photos with you while we get the show rolling. And hopefully I can look at some more of your comments in a little bit. Again, thank you guys for keeping the chat room lit when all I do is talk and entertain or whatever the hell I do. I appreciate that. Thank you for keeping the chat room lit. And if I don't see all your messages, just know I want to. And I appreciate you. So, this was a photo that somebody sent to me recently. It's an artwork of my Nickelodeon show, the Salute Your Shorts. Let's see if I can get that in a little bit of a bigger screen. I guess that's going to be the biggest it is. It's like a character designed artwork that I don't believe is AI. But hey, I appreciate the photo that was sent to me. And we got to get a reunion going very, very soon. And I think we're going to try to put together an event in LA, because this will be, I think it's the actual 35th anniversary of the show. The show started in 90, but it really started in 91, when it premiered. I think they premiered a couple of episodes in early 90 or late 90, and then they premiered all the regular episodes in 91. So this is possibly the 35th year. So we got to do something, and it'd be nice to get everybody together, but it'll probably have to be in LA, because whoever's throwing the event, unless I get a Zionist Israeli propagandist that wants to support it, I ain't got no damn money, or we don't got no damn money to fly people out and all that other stuff. So everybody's going to have to do it on their own dime. And then hopefully, maybe we can do a live stream with some members. I don't know. It's still up in the air. But we are talking about some Nickelodeon events with some of the other actors from Nickelodeon shows. and we're going to hopefully, well, I'm signing with a convention agent. I'm trying to do a bunch of things in Hollywood again, have a comedy career that we'll talk about in a little bit. As I am going to have a comedy night coming up very, very soon. And my surgery's been on the back burner for a while now, even though I still need it. I'm trying to avoid it to the best of my abilities. But we got new laws with Medi-Cal. We got new laws with EBT and food stamps and social services systems. And all of a sudden, I had to, in the beginning of this year, I had to reapply. I had to do all that stuff again, even though I did it 3 months ago. They got all these new rules in the Trump era of the White House. So, yeah, I'm doing my best to cling to life and to make a living in the future as an entertainer by any means. But I just wanted to say I appreciate the photos sent to me. And I'm going to do some AI artwork because that's the only ability I have is to do AI artwork of some DonkeyLips or Salute Your Short stuff for T-shirts. I did have a couple commissioned artists that made me some designs for T-shirts and hats and stuff like and stickers, and I got to get that out there. But I haven't been on the computer, and I just struggle sometimes. I can't be on the computer too long. But here's a couple of good things that I wanted to talk about, and I appreciate you guys for going through this. Then we'll get into more Spill the Tea and Civil War and reading your comments correctly. But I'm turning 51, y'all. I'm turning 51 on February 12th, which is a Thursday. And the last time I actually threw a party for myself was when I turned 40. Some of you guys have seen the pictures. I've shared them on other videos or podcasts. But I'm thinking I'm going to try to celebrate life because I sometimes with everything I deal with and go through health-wise, mental-wise, all the wises, I feel like very grateful to be alive. And I think I want to celebrate life this year because I don't know how much longer I have left in general. I don't know if I have enough money to pay my bills. I don't know anything from anything. But instead of being depressed, I need to go out and have a little fun and celebrate. So I'm going to try to throw an event or go to one of the events with my friends, the band Flux Capacitors. They're like an 80s tribute band. They're the official Back to the Future band. And they got a new lead singer, but I love them all. And I've hung out with them on many occasions. So if they're doing a party or something in February, I'm going to hijack it. I'm going to call it a celebration of life. And I'll let everybody know online if they're in LA or wherever the area is. If you feel like coming down, listening to some music, celebrating life with me, and hanging out with me and having a good time, stay tuned to that. But I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm going to hope they have an event that I could hijack. You get it? If they're playing at a club or something, I'll just call it DonkeyLips' birthday night. Even though it's nothing of the sorts. But that'll be fun. And we'll see if some famous people come out and we could all meet each other and have a good time. All right. That being said, I have a fan that I never knew I had. All right. I believe his parents brainwashed him into watching Nickelodeon or reruns or whatever the heck of my career. And I got this sent to me by a fan that's probably a 10-year-old boy. I don't know his age. But he sent me a picture after his parents or he bought merchandise and autographed photos and everything from me and sent me, their family sent me a bunch of messages and the picture. telling me how much of a fan he is. His name is Farish. So I just wanted to present that picture of Farish getting my screen keeps going off. Forgive me. And he's a fan of mine, and that's what he got for Christmas. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being my friend. Merry Christmas, my little man. And I just can't believe I got fans still. And especially that young. Because I probably haven't acted in 10 years. And if he's 10 years of age, that's amazing. But I'm sure his mom or his dad, they brought him to fandom of my character. And if he watches any of my podcast, I'm sorry for the depression, the anxiety, and the bad words, and the conspiracy theories. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I am a good man, and I'm sure you're an amazing little man. Future is bright, and it's ahead. Also, I went to a convention a couple weeks ago, got out of the house before I hurt my ankle, hung out with a friend of mine, Christina. She's been on the podcast. She was hanging out on a previous podcast. And I went there to meet a convention agent. And then the show was ending. What's her name? Soleil was there, but I didn't see her. I went there real late when the show was ending. Jeremy Miller from Growing Pains was there. Some of the people that I know were there. But at the end, they had an ET reunion. And I don't know if it's big enough on screen, but that is the brother. I forgot his name, and I'm sorry. That is so disrespectful of me to call you out by your character name. But he played the brother in ET, and he was at the convention, and he was a fan of mine. He recognized me, came up to me, and he allowed me to get a picture for free. So I thought that was really, really cool. So I just wanted to shout him out. I can't believe I can't remember his name. It's Robert or Richard. Oh, God, I'm so disrespectful. But hey, man, it feels really good to be recognized by other. I'm not going to call myself an icon, by icons. It just feels really, really good. So hopefully I can do more conventions like that in the future where myself is taking pictures with you guys, earning a few bucks, and celebrating life. All right. Now, just a quick little picture of a conspiracy photograph I took, or a screenshot, excuse me, from Forbidden Truth. You all know that I don't believe anything about NASA. But here, they wrote, in NASA 2017, NASA admitted we can't pass the Van Allen radiation belt. But in NASA in 1968, we made it to the moon and back. And then they wrote, if you ever feel dumb, remember, there are people who actually think this is a piece of trash, that this piece of trash made it to the moon and back. I'm in that same boat. But I recommend you guys watch my Is NASA Fake video on my channel somewhere in the conspiracy playlist. You guys might have a good laugh. I recommend you watch it, and I'd appreciate if you do. That'll please me. This pleases me, as my friend Goldberg or Sean Weiss from Heavyweights would say, this pleases me. Oh, I don't have a Nickelodeon update on Taylor Chase. Dealing with my own shit. This is a cool picture from Kalishi Lover 2002, my friend. She's on X as well. She has a picture of Sharon, and that's the government. Then the law enforcement, the military, and the domestic terrorist. It actually made a lot of sense when I read it or saw it. Pretty interesting. These are just the little things that make me giggle or think, or that I like, and I wanted to share with my friends. All right, let's get back to some of the comments and the content. And Let's see what's going on. We got DeMarsh Adventures. What's up, my dude? I believe it's Brian DeMarsh. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Hey there, Mikey. Good to catch you live. Keep being you, my dude. Thank you for the $5, brother. I appreciate everything. I really do. I really, really do. And Lord knows I could use it. Goodness gracious. This world is a mad world. It's a mad world. Let me see if I can get a banner on to annoy you guys with Venmo and PayPal and Cash App for a little bit. Why not? Why not annoy everybody for a little bit and remind them, I need your support to pay my bills. But hopefully I entertain you a little bit. Okay, how do I get back in the chat room? There we go. Hey, all right, Brian DeMarsh, I appreciate you. Michaela, Brent, Christina, picking up the merchandise during the show. And if you guys want to be a guest, like I said, write me right now, Michaela, or whoever, if you want to be a guest, and I'll get that out to you. And if you guys want me to put the link for members only so we can get some interaction, we probably need about another $30 in super chats or whatever, because I'll probably get some bad members only people from the Dabbleverse. From the Dabbleverse. And there's Colin. What's up, Colin? Again, thank you for the support. Yeah, he's the brother of Avail in that movie. I'm sure somebody wrote the name. Monica's online. What's up, Mountie? Monica, hopefully you're doing better. I know you were sick with H1N1 8475309, 8675309, whatever strain they call it nowadays. I know you were sick with that recently. I hope you're doing better. Hey, all right, said most of us will live longer than we can afford to. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Let me see if I missed anything that might be semi-important. Am I watching Granny? This is a Dabbleverse question. I know who that person is, and no, I'm not watching them unless every once in a while there's a clip or something. And Michaela wrote, who's Melton? You mean Boyle? Boyle face? I shouldn't be doing that. That's evil of me. But you know what? An eye for an eye every once in a while. But you know what? It's all good. There's no hatred in my heart at the moment. Oh my goodness. Monica, thank you for the donation. Is that to become a guest or to have guests on the show? Is that so I can put it for members only? Or if not, let me know. Because you're an amazingly special person in my life. All of you are, and I appreciate that. All right, we got a re-up on a membership. And thank you again, Monica and Michaela and Brent. I freaking love you all. You guys are the best people in my life. We got Alfred Thundersock is now a member for 29 fucking months. That's amazing. That's what, 12, 24? It's like 2.5 years? 2 years and 3-4 months? That's freaking amazing. Thank you for being a member. When that comes up, does that mean you became a member again? Or you just wrote a quote? I really don't know. I got to learn YouTube a little bit better. Monica, you said whatever I want. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want right now. Maybe some Taco Bell. I ain't gonna lie. I've been thinking about Taco Bell, but I can't eat that shit. That shit is so bad for me. Oh my God. But the thoughts of Taco Bell. I saw a video the other day of the enchilito. Y'all remember the enchilito? It was like a bean and beef burrito with enchilada sauce on the top. They put a couple of olives, and it was like in a plastic container, and it came with a spork. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. One of the best things ever. One of the best things ever. But Monica and or Michaela and or Brent, if I send out a link and you guys want to hang out and join, can you do it in video? I just like having video with people more so than, the black screen of audio. Even though anything can be done, I was just wondering. I like seeing people's faces and interacting. Hey, you said you don't have Taco Bell anymore? Any meow. Mr. Positive, I love that name. Good stream. Mr. Positive Live. Well, this is an Acting Crazy and Confident podcast. So should I get back to the hatred? Should I vent a little bit more? Maybe I will. What's up? I am The Walking Dead. Good to see each and every one of you. The question is, someone who never saw your work, what movie would you recommend someone watching besides the TV show Soldier Shorts? It's called Salute Your Shorts. I don't know, man. I'm proud of Dark Angel because I technically became a part of that show. I'm proud of everything, kinda. But I really loved Dark Angel, that one episode that I did, because I was a real actor on that and I was ingratiated. I don't know what movie or something. If you want to have a good time, watch Captain Nuke and the Bomber Boys. If you could find it online, by Roger Corman. That was kind of a funny movie. Or watch Sex and the Teenage Mind for some silly teenager hijinks. Yeah. And we even got, what's her name, in a bra in that version. But Danica McKellar from the Wonder Years. There's an alternate version out there. It was like a teenager movie where they always have to, like an HBO movie where they have to show boobies and sexual situations. And we got Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years in there doing some sexual stuff. Well, there was a stripper, but she wore a bra in the official version. But hey, that's all I can say about that. But should I spill the tea? I'll spill my own tea. I'll spill my own tea. All right, you guys are running the show, so let's get some super chats, some questions, what y'all would like me to do. And Monica, again, if you guys would like to be on the show as a guest, I'm asking if we could do it all in video form. The power of the chain, liking the shirt, Mike. Yeah, it was a gift from my amazing friend, Sarah. Because we hung out. She came to LA. We hung out and we did a couple of adventures and stuff like that. And she sent me Christmas gifts based off of, hanging out. Like we went to Universal Studios, City Walk, and they have Super Mario World there. So she got me the Super Mario shirts to remember our hanging out time at Universal Studios. Then we went to a diner. We visited the set of, not the set, but the location of the movie Say Anything, where he holds up the radio. And she sent me like a little diner thing. And then wanted Reese's Pieces so much at a candy store at City Walk, where I used to work at, by the way. There was a candy store and they had these Reese's Pieces. And I think Reese's Pieces has won the candy fucking war. Just like the movie Demolition Day, Taco Bell won the restaurant wars. I'll be honest with you. I think in an alternate universe, Reese's Pieces has now won the candy wars because they are everywhere. There's 500 different versions and they are everywhere. But I wanted Reese's Pieces so much. I didn't have a lot of money. So then later she sent me a bunch of Reese's Pieces, the t-shirt for our memories and hanging out. And it was an amazing day and inspirational time to hang out with a beautiful soul and get out of the house. And I went to one of my favorite card stores, Burbank Sports Cards, got me into looking at my trading cards again for football and basketball. And I got to do that. We got to do that on a live stream one day for more positivity. But again, I appreciate that completely. Hey, Dana's online. Dana's online. And Luna Meow is online. I love Luna. Is she actually online? Yeah, Brendan's online, coming home from work on the bus. What's up, baby boy? You're the baby boy, bitch. I'm just kidding. We love you, brother. Or you're in Vegas. I think you're in Vegas doing all that horror film convention and movie stuff with all your friends. So Wet Movies out there in Vegas, baby. So that's amazing, man. There's a convention this week in Pasadena. I'm going to try to go in a little bit. I just hope I can walk on my ankle. But we got a couple of Nickelodeon actors and a lot of other people that I know are going that I want to maybe walk around. I wish I was a guest. And sometimes it hurts my ego when I go to a convention and all my other actor friends or whatever are making money, signing autographs, and then I'm the guest. And then people recognize me every once in a while. They ask me for autographs or they take pictures with me. Then, it makes me feel good, but I'm not earning any money. And I'm not going to tell them no because I'm that type of a person and I understand. But I'm not an actor at the convention and I'm taking pictures for free, hooking people up, signing autographs, whatever they got lying around. And I'll do that out of the goodness of my heart. But I technically wish I was the guest. I was making some money. And sometimes it feels like an ego buzzkill. But the truth is, I'm still grateful that anybody recognizes me and wants my autograph and or even pays for anything of me. I am so grateful. But I ain't going to lie. That's why sometimes I don't go to the conventions because I want to be the star for at least a couple hours. I want that feeling again. But it's okay. It's okay. And I have to accept I may never get it again, and that's okay. I get a good feeling when I hang out with you amazing people. So that's a really, really good thing. All right. We got some questions from My J is on fire. Beautiful member of the channel, hooking a brother up. Do I stay in contact with Leo and Toby? No, but they're in the news a lot lately because I've been watching a lot of conspiracy videos. And man, what some of their life became. I do not stay in touch with Leo or Toby. If I pursued them, maybe I can get in contact with them somehow, some way. But let's be honest. Why would I need to contact them? Except to say, hey guys, I was friends with Leonardo DiCaprio. I was friends with Tobey Maguire many years ago. That's another thing that would feed my ego. I do think I'm going to start posting some photos of me and the people I was proud to work with, the people I was proud to befriend or be their friend, if at any point in their lives or my lives. I think I was afraid to post pictures on Instagram and stuff like that because I didn't want to be that guy that honestly it feels this way, but knowing, oh, maybe my career is over and now I have to constantly post or say their name and tag them so I can feel like a star or a celebrity, or I could let the world know, hey, I was popular once. I didn't do that a lot, but I wanted to. And I did say names and drop names on podcast. And every once in a while, I showed a video or a photo or something that I had. And I've done that. But I wanted to do it like to build my social media following because I got agents and other people telling me, sorry, my nose and everything's itching. I got agents and other people telling me that I need to, because a lot of these people, they might not even currently be acting or working. But they got 10, 20, 30,000, 40,000 followers. And I got maybe 4 or 5. And that's because they manage their social media with photographs, or I'm not saying they pretend their life is better than it is, but they don't promote the sadness, the depression, and all the real shit that I do. They kind of not fake it, but they present the positive and the memories, and they tag other people and they do all that, and they share their photos instantly. And they gain a following because they do social media better than I do and or correctly than I do. So now I've been thinking about sharing some photographs of my past. I kind of hate reliving my past and, like I said, tagging people for attention. But let's be honest, if I'm going to try to make a Hollywood comeback and get some auditions and try to get a job, even a one-line job or a one-word job on a TV show or a movie or whatever, I'm going to need a social media account that's decent. So people and agents and casting directors can find me and see positivity. And maybe I look like a celebrity because I post pictures of all the people I worked with and I tag them. But then I fear that the celebrities or the people that I think are cool with me or still friendly, that they'll look at that picture and be like, why is he tagging me? Oh, he needs attention. And maybe they won't respond, and that'll make me feel even worse. But I can't worry about them and their fucking feelings right now, and whether we're friendly or not at the moment. I can't worry about that. I got to worry about making money to pay my fucking rent and getting a little bit more popular so I can earn more money in the future, whether it be through YouTube live streaming or anything. So I'm going to hopefully put in place, after I've been dealing with all this trying to make a Hollywood comeback stuff. I'm still dealing with it. It's not all set in stone, and signing with a convention agent, hopefully doing some conventions in LA to earn an income. Maybe I'll tell you about that in 1 second. Jay Fire, you're getting your fucking money's worth on this question. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's act crazy and confident. Mikey Raider. That's my other football name. Mikey Raider's acting crazy and confident. No, it's just, man, life needs to change for me. And I've been avoiding a lot of shit. And I can't do it anymore. And then right when I start handling a little bit of shit, I hurt my ankle so bad I have to lie down and get depressed again. But yeah, I have my brain. I have too many fears. I don't like to upset people. I don't like people to be mad at me. I don't like people to hate me. I want everybody to love me. I want them all to support me, but that's not reality of the world. And I want to feel special because I haven't had that feeling that we've talked about in many times. You guys make me feel special. You guys, 100%. Most of you make me feel amazing. Some of y'all make me feel sad, depressed, and bad. But a lot of you are my life. But I kind of also need it from the people that are working or more popular or people that I'm proud to have befriend or that I hung out with a little bit in the past. I kind of need that validation still. Kind of need it from them. And I don't get it all the time. And people avoid me. And, my depression videos, my anxiety videos, people are like, I don't want to deal with that shit, even if they like me or not. And even some of the actor friends that I've recently hung out with at conventions, the convention the other year, or publicly, they don't like any of my posts, my comments. When I send them a video or a direct message saying hello, how are they doing, I don't get a response. And these are kind of the closest people to me in the acting community or in the convention community. And it hurts me. It hurts me. It's like, what did I do? Why are they avoiding me? And they're probably avoiding me because I'm a conspiracy theorist or I have some weird opinions or, I'm being canceled by their ideology, which I hope that's not the case because I'm not a judge, so I don't. I try to do that and live that life in my life. I'm not a judge, so I don't do it. But of course we all do it on occasion. But yeah, I've been missing something, and I'm just questioning, like, why are people disappearing on me? Am I that bad of a person? Do I smell? I probably do. But like I said, I'm gonna try to build my social media a little bit better. I'm trying to present myself a little bit better. So that's why when I was depressed these last 2.5 weeks, I didn't really go live because I don't want to present that person. I don't want to present that person. Um, so yeah, I'm dealing with a lot, y'all. I'm dealing with a lot. Trying to make a comeback, trying to be better than I am, and I need validation. Thank you guys for validating me with everything you say or do, but I'm seeking it from the Hollywood community and some friends or former friends. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Hey, was that personal enough for you? But I'm sure me and Leo and Toby, if we were face to face with any of them, I'm sure they would give me a hug and a handshake and talk to me for a few minutes. Um, and I wouldn't bring up the conspiracy stuff or all the stuff that they're doing. That's their life. But I do believe Hollywood has corrupted them on many occasions. And I don't know. I think it's really cool that Leo was Spider-Man and Toby's still working and he's still dating the young girls. Leo loves women. He had the Pushy Crew or the Pushy Posse back in the days, and they did what they did. Too bad I wasn't available to be in the Pushy Posse. It's okay. I love my life, and I'm proud where I'm at, even though it's not the perfect life. I'm humbled and grateful for everything I have. And I don't want to be a child actor that hurts himself or is struggling, but I am. But I'm not only a child actor, I'm an actor. All right, let's get to the next question. Are you a fan of the Harry Potter series? Dude, I'll be honest with you, I haven't even watched them all. I wanted to fall in love with it, and I did the first 3 or 4 movies. And I think I watched the last episode. I just don't remember it. I think that's when they went after Voldemort and they had the fight. So no, technically I'm not. I'm not into the lore and that type of history of Harry Potter. But I do want to see what was it? Fantastic Beast. I wanted to give that a go. And there's a lot of political stuff with J.K. Rowling. I don't care. I don't care. And the actors have went against her because of the trans community or whatever's going on politically. I don't care. I don't care. All right. Reese's is in everything now. Oreos, they did. I forgot. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, Reese's Pieces won the fucking candy wars. And speaking of wars, you asked because you thought I was buddies. Again, define buddies. I think I divined it and spelled it out for you. But yeah. Monica wants me to write a book. I'm not a good writer. I'd have to use AI. I do have a friend named Ursula. She's a writer, and she's wrote books. She said she wanted to do one for me. I don't know. That's something. Hey, if I could earn a few bucks, but how do you print it? Is it online through text? How do I print and pay for my own copies? Such a weird thing. Oh, yeah, Dana does great on her social media. I got to learn how to post videos and other stuff a little bit better with an editing program. And I ain't going to lie, man. I started to look into AI editing the other day because I want to film videos, but I can't really put in the editing work. I just want to put in like 5 or 6 clips and then edit this into a cooking video with funny, quotes from my video or something like that. And maybe AI will take the clips and fucking edit the video. And then, an hour later, I didn't have to edit it because I don't have the time, the health, or the patience, or the editing programs to do that. Maybe there's an AI editing program that's free that'll do it for me. Or I need to hire the fucking Indians in another country to edit for me. But you got to pay them. And I ain't got no fucking, they'll do it for $20, Mikey. Well, my videos don't even make $20. They might earn $3. Sure. Until I earn more than 20, I can't pay people to edit my videos. It just doesn't make financial sense. But yeah, I want to look into that because AI is helping me with artwork for t-shirt designs because I can't afford to pay actual artists at the moment. So, I mean, AI is a good thing, but man, is it fucking taking over. AI is taking over everything in good senses and in bad senses. Now the videos are looking insanely real. They're insanely real. Dana or Working Arts is your pop culture queen with all the inside information, her and Brent Mania and everybody for all your pop culture needs in the chat room. Our chat room is lit, y'all. Our chat room is lit. But yeah, man, AI is fucking interesting, man. Woo! Woo! It's really interesting. And I'm starting to adopt to it, which is scary. And I'm starting to like use it for almost everything. That means it's taken over. And I saw they had CES, a computer electronics show recently, and there was robots, girl robots, AI robots, and everything. Man, we are probably 5 years away officially from having a robot do your laundry officially. Even though we got the Tesla robots, we are probably 5 to 7 years away from having a robot officially do your laundry. And tucking your kids in a bed at night. And sucking your pee-pee when you need to. That's the truth with AI. That'd be one of the only reasons I would want an actual robot. I'd want a sex fucking robot. DonkeyLips, here's the headline on all the news tomorrow. DonkeyLips wants a sex robot. Yes, I do. It's better than a wild girlfriend that you can't control or have enough money for. Just being honest. We all need a little loving, whether it's from an electrified robot that's hot. I don't care. Again, I'm not a judge, so I'm not going to. I'm older than 50 years of age. I deserve to have some fucking NSFW naughty. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? It's not the godly way, Michael. Porn is the devil. All of that stuff is the devil. Look, I get it. That can put people at a bad place. All of that excitement or temptation. I get it. But I didn't have a lot of it growing up. I mean, I had a lot of people in my life. And I had a lot of like dates or girlfriends or whatever. But in terms of actual daily friction, I didn't do it that much. So I'm barely learning at 50 years of age. Oh, wow, I can do that. Oh, that's interesting. That felt pretty good. Oh, what is that? Let me touch it and find out. Let me lick it and find out. I'm exploring at 50 years of age. Or I'm wanting to. So it's kind of funny and cool. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's my life. And yeah, man, AI and robots are getting taking over, y'all. Taking over. Hey, did you notice I'm wearing your shirt? Did you notice I'm wearing your shirt? Yay! Yay! Thank you so much again for all the fun, the adventures, the hanging out. That was my friend Sarah, y'all. Sarah's writing, NSFW is the best. Yeah, especially for adults like us. You should make a Discord, Mikey. There you can better plan with people. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, dude. My eyes are not the best. I struggle on my phone. I get fatigue in my eyes. My thumbs, I'm now getting blisters, not from masturbating, but like just from pressing buttons, I'm getting blisters in my fucking thumb. It's like, it's tough, man. It's tough, dude, to do anything at my age and with my limited abilities. Yeah. But I need to reach out to people that could help me. You know, I need to reach out to people to be like producers or help me out with Discord or Reddit or any of that other stuff to expand my reach. You know what I'm trying to say? So, Dana said, a lot of people want a robot android partner. It's crazy. To each their own. I'm just saying, when you're alone as much as I am, a robot doesn't sound so bad as a partner. Just being honest. An AI robot that'll talk to you, pleasure you, doesn't sound so bad, especially when you're alone a lot. But there's nothing like real physical contact, being with a human being. There's nothing like it. And yeah, can't be replaced. Oh, yes, I just noticed we will hang out again soon. I owe you Chipotle. We had Chipotle as well on our adventures. I love Chipotle, man. Burritos are so fucking good. I hawk down that Chipotle burrito like nothing. Because I eat food at home most of the time, and I try to eat semi-healthy. Of course, I have the bad stuff, potato chips, chocolate every once in a while, ice cream a lot. I eat the occasional beef, but I tend to do turkey meat, fish, tuna, oatmeal. I eat a lot of ramen, a little bit too much sodium with vegetables, shrimp and stuff like that. But when I get to go on an adventure and hang out with an amazing person, a beautiful human being, and we eat out, I fucking love it. So we had Chipotle. And I'm like, oh my god, burritos, hot sauce, Chipotle. Then we ate at a diner. I forgot what I got. I think I got fish and chips, maybe. But the French fries in the greasy oil, I'm like, oh my god, I haven't had French fries. Yeah, I love potatoes. I make potatoes a lot, too much. But I haven't had it cooked that way like regular French fries in so long because I only got an air fryer and I can't explain it. Even when I cut vegetables, oh, I get like carpal tunnel. It's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, the salt can be bad. I eat much of that too. Yeah, the sodium, I got to watch it. Um, I put like 2 ramen packets in whenever I do make ramen, and I use both the sodium packages. Then I add like a little bit of lemon and lime and vegetables and a protein. Sometimes it's like turkey meat. Sometimes it's like whatever fish I got lying around. Sometimes it's actual deli meat that I cut up into little slices. And on the cheap version, sometimes I put hot dogs in the ramen with vegetables, onions, tomatoes, parsley or cilantro, uh, bell peppers. But to have a cheap protein, I buy the dollar packs of hot dogs. And I know that's bad, full of bad shit. But it's like $1 protein with like 10 hot dogs. I can make probably 2 ramen or 4 ramen packets or maybe 5 with the hot dogs from $1 pack. And that adds protein, but it adds more sodium to the ramen package. So what I try to do on occasion is I only use 1 ramen flavoring packet, and then maybe I add lemon and lime, and hopefully I get the flavor from the vegetables and stuff like that. Or I try to cut up some garlic when I buy the garlic. It's hard to cut garlic, real garlic, so hard. But then I put the hot dogs in there and lime juice or lemon juice, and it's good. It's good enough with 1 sodium packet. But still, I love ramen. And whenever you make foods, I'm just going to give everybody a cooking tip. Whenever you make meats or food, whether it be hamburgers, bacon, pork shoulder, or anything, there's juices that come out of it, in the air fryer or in the pans or whatever. And sometimes these juices are nothing but flavor. Technically, a kind of a fat. I get it. But they have flavor. And you can save all the juices from a chicken, from a turkey, uh, remove some of the bad stuff. They call it schmaltz or whatever. But you can save the grease from bacon, and then you could put that on, like if you fry noodles, you could put a little bit of the bacon grease for flavor. But some of the juices from chicken, turkey, and everything else, you can save it, the juices. And then you can add a spoonful or a ladleful into your ramen with water. That's adding flavor. And it's adding a juice as well. So try to save the juices from anything you cook that's edible, of a decent nature. Even the juices from beef, they got that beefy flavor to it. Put a spoonful or something in your ramen. Technically, a lot of it's what they call grease or whatever, but still, fat is flavor. And you can save all the juices in little jars or whatever, and then you could add them to your ramen. I even use the bacon grease when I do cook bacon. I love BLT sandwiches. I fucking love it. I put a little bit of the bacon grease on a sourdough piece of bread with a little bit of cheese or something, and then some onions and whatever, and some avocado. Dude, it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. And my friend is now making sourdough bread in her oven in her apartment. And she knows that I love sourdough bread, and she's learned how to make sourdough bread. And I'm telling her, she doesn't live close. She lives about an hour away or 45 minutes away. But I'm like, if you're ever in town, bring me some of these sourdough breads. I don't know how much it cost her to make, but she needs to bring me a sourdough bread. And it might cost her $1.50 with all the ingredients to make a big sourdough bread. I'll give her $5 for it. It'll be even better than the $5 I pay for the sourdough bread from the damn grocery stores. So, my goodness. Oh, I wish I had an oven where I could bake things, but I don't. I'm living within my means, y'all. I'm living within my means. Yeah, it makes high blood pressure bad. Note to MichaelRayBower, the film Artificial Intelligence had Jude Law as a sex bot. Yeah, I remember that movie. That movie was great. The ending is so sad. I don't want to give anything away. Spoiler alert. But with Haley Joel Osment is in the car looking at the other iconic symbol of the angel. Woo! I think they did an alternate ending too. One of the coolest movies, man, I ever seen. Steven Spielberg is in the know with everything. AI, aliens, everything. Now he's got a new movie coming out. He's got a couple of movies coming out. That dude, I've met him a few occasions. I'm proud to have. But I ain't going to lie. He knows the world, or he's been contacted by something or somebody, and he knows what the fuck's happening. He's that dude. He's that dude. There's also rumors or PDF file accusations, but I don't want to think about that stuff. It makes me sad. Latanya, you ever come to visit Vegas? We'll cook you some good Mexican food, Mikey. I know you will. I know you will. I think I can burn. I can burn in Mexican food as well. Again, you guys didn't see a lot of it. You only saw my cooking videos in my apartment with my air fryer. And then I made a couple cooking videos of a funny nature many years ago in my house when I had like an oven and a stove and much more room. But I can burn. I can burn. I can burn on some things. I just need the equipment and the capability to do it. And yeah, I think I make some good meals. I think I really do. And I can burn in some Mexican. That's typically all I ever eat, man. I make tacos a lot. I make burritos a lot, beans and rice, and like taco flavors and quesadilla flavors. And I I need to make like enchiladas at home. I need to do that, man. I need to make some videos. I love y'all. Thanks for bringing positivity to me. I think Brent Mania would be the right person to help you make your Discord. Rorschkenstein. I love your name, but I'm having trouble reading it. Thank you. Found canned corn at Dollar Tree to add to my ramen noodles. Cheap meal. Healthy. Corn's not really healthy. It's got all that syrup and shit. But I do add corn to everything to give it that crunch. I make like chopped onions, tomatoes, bell peppers. I recently bought jalapenos. I put in all these things and I chop them all together with cilantro. Then I put in corn sometimes for all that crunch. So whenever I make rice and beans and stuff like that, it's nice to have the vegetables that go on top with a sauce. Maybe you put a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of cream sauce, whatever you got on your rice or your beans. But if you put the vegetables that were cut, like the pieces of corn and all that, it gives a crunch to your rice. And it feels a little bit fresher than just eating, flavored rice or plain rice and beans. So it makes you feel a little bit healthier. So I agree with you on that. Your grandma's enchilada recipe will change my life. I'm sure it will. I love tamales, man. Oh, I want tamales so fucking bad. I want so bad to eat tamales. Hey, everybody, please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider becoming a member. If you feel like super chatting, I appreciate you. Ask me some questions. We got about 40 people in here now, and I truly appreciate that. And you guys are running the show. So let me know what you want to do. And if you want to be a guest, maybe I could send a link out to a few people. But I probably won't be on longer than another hour unless super chats and questions keep rolling in. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. And let me know what's going on. You guys run the show. We're going to get off of food, even though I'm having a great time talking about food. I wanted to vent a little bit about what's going on with the migration, the immigration, the ICE agent, politically. And again, I hate everybody. I voted for Trump, but I'm thinking he's corrupted now. I knew he was corrupted then, but I still voted for him. I guess I was a part of the posse that had a little bit of hope for some of the things to make America great again. But I'm just an idiot. I should just listen to my brain and my heart and realize, and I tell you this, they're all evil. Every politician is corrupted. Everybody's fucking evil. The system takes over everybody. They all have their agendas. Trump is not running the country. It's the corporations. It's the Zionist. Everybody else that has their hand in the pockets of the world that are running the fucking world. Okay? That's it. Now, all these other things that are happening are in a ways to progress their agenda, to reset, to divide people, and people are falling for it. They always get away with it. Now, if I want to play semantics and debate whether ICE is doing a good job, whether migrants should be in our country and all that, look, I'm not intelligent enough to tell you the truth. We all have our own fucking opinions. My opinion is not valid to anybody. It is not wanted by anybody. But I'm going to give it to you because this is the Acting Fucking Crazy and Confident podcast. And I got some shit to fucking say. But I want to remind everybody, first off, I'm probably going to upset you. But it's okay. We can have difference of opinions. We could both be crazy in our own ways and still have humanity and heart. That's how I want to live my life, is with empathy, humanity, and heart, instead of anger, fear, and vile evil. And that's what's in the world right now. Now, if I could paint a big picture of everything looking back, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm a proud truther. I am an America First guy. I am. And I love when foreigners become Americans. But I am not in the camp of the way it's happened, the way America even treats these people and allows them and charges them to come into our country. I've talked about it on another show. There need to be better ways for good immigration for people to become Americans. There needs to be a better system and a better way that's not so fucking expensive that the average person can't afford it. Or the average migrant works their entire life for 30 years just to get enough money to come to America and possibly seek out freedom. The system was created for people to lie now. Oh, I'm seeking asylum. Oh, I need to go across the border with coyotes. I need to do this. I need to do that. Again, it's not right. It's completely wrong. And technically, they are breaking the law when they do that. I would prefer people legally to do it the right way, but our system is not built that way. And that's where the problem starts and lies. But now it's too fucking late. I got to process my thoughts a little bit better. So, I see what's happening all across the world with migrants going to other countries and basically taking it over. Now we got fraud in companies. They get benefits. They get this. They get that. Whatever sanctuary cities do, which is fine. That's empathy and heart from our nation trying to help people, even illegal migrants. But they didn't earn their way here through the system. So for a minority or a majority, they don't respect the country of America. Why should they? It's a place for some of them to have better benefits, better this, better that, better life. And even though they started illegally, they can have their children born here and become citizens. And they come here. I would hope the majority came here to find a better life. But no, they're not respecting the country and its laws. So I understand the idea of what Donald Trump and ICE is doing. Albeit Joe Biden and everybody else was doing this as well. It just wasn't publicized as much as Trump is. Because Trump is now a disgruntled, on a revenge tour president. And he's acting evil. All of the politicians are evil. They've all done evil fucking things. But now the country's divided even more. Everybody's yelling at everybody. We got the against ICE people. We got the against Trump people. We got the people that are still believing that, illegal migrants should be hosted away by the seat of their pants and taken out of this country, no matter what the fuck happens to them or their family. They came in here illegally. They broke the fucking law. It's a fucking mesh. And that's what they want. They want chaos. How do you control a nation? Chaos. This is all in the grand fucking design. Albeit I don't have the fucking paperwork or the papers of that design. So I just want to give a little bit of advice for people that are ingrained in all of these semantics and situations and voicing their opinion and now fighting online publicly about each and everything. Don't engage. Don't engage. I know you have an opinion and you want it to be valid, but don't fucking engage. But we have an engagement social media world. And now we're building terrorists, we're riling up factions against each other, and there's a war coming. There's a fucking war coming. And a lot of us have been talking about it for years. How do you create a civil war in this day and age? That's exactly what's going on. Whether I can talk about the semantics about the Renee Good shooting, the ICE agents, whether they should have used the weapon or not, I am not a bootlicker. I hate the fucking police. 90% of them are corrupt. Or the system takes them in and they're corrupted. Same thing with fucking ICE agents. All the ICE agents that I've been seeing and witnessing have aggression problems, don't even fucking know the law. The training is not even good, but that's what they want. They want to build a fucking army on the side. And I do applaud people protesting ICE. I do. I applaud them. We have an army that is being built in America behind our backs. They are a fucking army of hate and evil and no training and no fucking empathy and no love. And they're being built quickly for a fucking purpose. Now, the purpose of that army is to get rid of illegal migrants that have taken over this country, that are causing fraud, committing crimes, committing murderers, and stuff like that. So it's a good cause publicly. It's a great fucking cause publicly. I get it, I understand it, and I want it, and I agree with it. But now they are going against the American laws and building a fucking army that looks like a Gestapo of the Nazi era, pulling people out of their cars, getting rid of migrants, doing all of this stuff. It reminds a lot of people of a Nazi Gestapo army that's being built that did this stuff in Germany to the Jewish people. That's what it looks like to people that are watching with their eyes open. And I fucking hate it. Then people want to talk about semantics. Oh, they have the right. They're going after a criminal. You know, they have the right to pull them over. There's fucking laws in place in this country. And they're building a masked, non-public army, pulling people by saying they're illegal immigrants. We need to find them, take them out of the country, separate them. You know, that's our fucking job. And they feel good at doing it. Why? Because it's for a good cause, publicly. And There's anonymity and immunity for these fucking federal army that is being presented to us. I don't care who the fuck you are, whether you're for them, against them, or not. That's a fucking army that's occupying our country with anonymity against our laws. Wearing masks, coming out of unmarked vehicles, weapons drawn, no badge numbers. If you think about it critically, how the fuck do you know they're a federal agent and they have a warrant or an actual judge order for each specific instance of person they're going after? And if you're like Renee Good, you're going to fuck around and find out and lose your life. Again, I still think that's a conspiracy. But I need you all to witness this is an army being built with hatred and evil and doing the biddings of their fucking master against the laws of the previous masters of our country. Now, think of the movie V for Vendetta, which I actually was in. I'm wearing a Guy Fawkes mask in there. And they filmed a close-up with me taking off my mask at Sony Studios when they did reshoots. But I didn't end up in the final film. But I know where I am wearing the mask when the crowd comes up at the end. But that movie is kind of what's happening. Also, these ICE people are getting paid a lot of money to become an ICE agent. You get a $50,000 bonus to become an ICE agent. How do you build an army quickly and pay for evilness? That's how you fucking do it. That's how you do it. And again, I'm going to get $50,000. I'm a former disgraced police officer. I'm a former disgraced army person. I got a lot of violent tendencies. I fucking love Trump. I hate fucking immigrants. And you're going to give me $50,000 to become an ICE agent where I can hold a gun, run around, and do some shit with immunity and wear a fucking mask? Sign me the fuck up. Then there's people that are desperate for money. I need $50,000 right now. You know, I want to get rid of illegal immigrants and the bad people. I'm in for the cause, and I get $50,000. Sign me up. Maybe there's migrants that are being picked up and they're being kicked out of the country, but maybe they hire them as ICE agents. That's how you build an army against its own people. Maybe the migrants, some of them that are getting picked up, or before they get picked up, are contacting ICE and the website, and they're saying, I'll be an ICE agent. I know the language. I'll be an ICE agent as long as you allow me in the country. That may be happening behind the scenes that we don't know about, because I've been watching fucking videos of the ICE agents yelling against the people, get out of your fucking car, get out of here, I'm doing my fucking job. And a lot of them are, from what I can tell, are of Latin descent. Doesn't mean they're not American. But I'm just saying, remember in the wars, they had black people fight for America to stay in the country, to not be a slave, or to be freed from being a slave? They've had migrants and immigrants fight for our country to become a United States citizen, to build our army. Why are they not doing it now that we don't know about? But an army is being built. And there's a saying, and I'm going to forget it, but we need to fight all enemies, foreign and domestic. And this is a domestic army that's being built with anonymity, violating laws at every turn, and getting away with it. And they're being emboldened. Now, for the people saying, but they're being attacked, Michael. Yeah, because they're attacking us or migrants or whoever. They are attacking American citizens as well. So now you create division. ICE agents already, not all of them, but they want to get rid of the illegal immigrations or migrants. They don't like them. There's a hatred already there. Okay? So they're willing to do their job because they hate the people and they want to get rid of them. Now you got the protesters and the people that have empathy and love and try to, love everybody, want everybody to live here, no matter how bad some of them are. Now they hate the ICE agents because they're breaking the law and they're doing some shady shit with anonymity and behind a mask and in a veil. So now they're fighting against the ICE agents. And now the ICE agents, they're being attacked as well. So now more hatred versus the ICE agents against actual Americans that we're calling so-called leftist. And now the ICE agents possibly have no ill will toward yelling, throwing hands, or fighting with American citizens that they now believe are on the wrong side of history. That is an army versus an army. That's what it is. And isn't it funny how it's happening in Minnesota? Like clockwork, like with the BLM army versus the police and the white people. Now we got the immigration or the people versus ICE. It's the same thing. And we're living under the Great Reset. They're resetting the world, y'all. They're resetting the world and they're making new laws. They're getting rid of old laws. They're making new laws. They're seeing what they can get away with. Donald Trump is testing every law, every judge, every courtroom with every single fucking thing. Because it takes years. So in the meantime, they get away with breaking the laws. And Donald Trump doesn't fucking care if he's not the next president. He's going to do everything he can to be a third-term president on a revenge tour, or get J.D. Vance or his son to be the next president of America. Those are conspiracy theories that we don't need to go down. I just wanted to talk about civil wars actually happening, and y'all need to witness it, okay? There was movies that came out recently. One of them was called Civil War, and I love movies, and I went to see that movie. And people, when that movie came out, they were like, how the hell could that actually happen? This is about 4 years ago. How the hell could Civil War actually happen? In that movie, I forget the states, but Florida, California, Atlanta, Texas, or something went against the president or the government. The states combined. They created a militia. They created an army to get rid of the president, which was a Trump figure in that movie. And then they had civil war. All the states were denouncing each other. The National Guard was fighting each other. in that movie, and they created factions. Watch that movie. Witness what's happening today and watch that fucking movie. Now, in a predictive programming nature, there was a movie, or a TV show called Watchmen, based off of the movie Watchmen. It starred, I forgot the black actress's name, but I'm forgetting her name. But she starred in Watchmen, the TV series, and it followed around the police in the future going against superheroes of Watchmen on that series. It only lasted 1 year, but this is about 5 years ago, before COVID, I believe it was. Then all of a sudden, the police in that entire movie are wearing masks, not because of a virus, not because of a disease. I don't remember that. But because of anonymity, because people were fighting and battling against the police and the superheroes in that show. So that was predictive programming that police officers, not only ICE, are probably in the future always going to be masked up for anonymity in the term of safety. They're being doxxed. People are going to their houses and shooting their wives and doing the vigilante stuff or whatever's going on. That's how they sell it against the law. And that's what's happening. It's fucking happening. But they ask us for ID, and we have to explain ourselves, and we have to show them the papers while they get anonymity, and we don't know who the fuck they are. We don't know how to hold them accountable. That's a fucking army, y'all. That's an army. So, I just wanted to explain that from my views about Civil War, that I believe it's oncoming, because it all might be theater. It might all be to cause riots and burn buildings and take over areas. Again, it's above my pay grade. I'm a simple mind. I'm a simple mind. You never go full retard. But I'm being honest with you all when I say that the last I heard in Minnesota, the fire point of everything of recent years, is now Tim Walz, whether you like him or hate him, the mayor, has now recruited the state National Guard to protect the police and the citizens in Minnesota. The state National Guard has been apparently propped up to walk around and protect the police and the citizens and the neighborhoods of Minnesota. Then you got the Donald Trump and the government faction sending National Guard, the federal National Guard, again, two factions, to now go protect the federal agents or the ICE people to do their so-called legal job. So now, there's the possibility of National Guards fighting National Guards with ICE agents behind the federal National Guard and regular people behind the state National Guard. And they all hate each other for different reasons. And now the American National Guard, whether the federal faction or the state faction, is now being brainwashed to fight its own citizens and or its own government while the state of Minnesota denounces everything the separate government of Washington, which it is, it's called Washington, D.C. It's the District of Columbia, not America. Learn your knowledge. So now the District of Columbia, Washington, that controls the federal government, is going against the state of Minnesota. It's going against the state of California. They're cutting funds. They're cutting federal funds to a lot of these things in each of these different states, sanctuary city states. That's fucking civil war, y'all. The states are seceding from the union. It hasn't officially happened, but it's happening right in front of our face, and now we're witnessing the armies being created to complete the left versus the right, that fucking civil war. So the movie and the premise of the actual movie Civil War, that's predictive programming, and it's happening. That's what's happening. That's all I'm going to say about that for now. I just needed to speak my thoughts on that situation. And I ain't going to lie, man. The world has lost, almost everybody has lost humanity, empathy, and love in replacement of dollars and evil. But they think they're righteous in what they're doing. And that's the scariest thing of all, because nobody is righteous in anything any of the people are doing. None of them. Man, this is the New World Order, the Great Reset. This is all of it combined. In order to be one nation under God, indivisible by liberty, you have to destroy that to reset the world and shape the world for the future. And that's what's going on, y'all. There's some big shit at play, and we don't understand it. Oh, yeah, don't get me started on the Greenland stuff. It's all about business, man. It's all about business, minerals, oils, control, land, territory. It's not about the people, but they say it is. They say it's to help everybody out, to protect everybody. Why are they positioning themselves everywhere? Why are they getting rid of Maduro, this and that? It's because there's a war coming. Not only a civil war, but people don't believe it. We're in World War III, y'all. We are in World War fucking III. Okay? It's being fought right now. Japan, Taiwan, other people are placing their ship carriers in the region. They're doing blockades like in Star Wars. Remember that movie? Please remove the blockade. I never knew what a blockade was when I watched the prequels of Star Wars. Now I'm getting a little bit more intelligent politically and of the world. And now I'm starting to understand it all a little bit better at 50 years of age. Fuck, this shit is about power, money, business, land, territory, evil. And then people are willing to fight for it because they say, it's for freedom. It's for freedom. I don't know. So, but yeah, they're positioning themselves all around the world. Ship carriers from Japan, China, Korea, wherever the fuck. It's all happening. Watch the news. Maduro, this and that, Cuba, blah, blah, blah. Why? Why are they doing that? Because these motherfuckers know a war is happening, or it's actually at the doorstep officially. Who will it be because of? I don't know. But if they're trying to get rid of America and take over America, whatever factions are against us, I believe they're all in cahoots and it's all theater. But still, if there are enemy countries, if we had a civil war of our people fighting each other and all the National Guards men are all fighting each other and our states are taking themselves away from the Union, And now there's a bunch of migrants that maybe came across the borders to fight in a war over the past 20 years or whatever. You get it? They came across illegally because they're a part of the army of their country or whatever the case may be. So if we have an actual civil war, then we're possibly living the movie Red Dawn, where we'll be attacked from within, from the migrants that came across the borders that are living here. And we're at civil war with ourselves because of those migrants. Now our armies are depleted. Now we have soldiers in 20 different places, Ukraine, this, that. They can attack us with fucking ease, y'all. They can attack us with ease. I'm not saying they have the military might that they'll win, but we can be attacked. Now we're living the movie Red Dawn, possibly. Wolverines! Because Americans are already fighting each other in our own civil war. You're not going to know who's the good guys or the bad guys. And now we're being attacked from the outside. And you would hope and think that that would bring all the National Guard and left versus right together to fight the other enemy. I don't fucking know, y'all. But we are primed for an event of a huge magnitude to set it all off. We've had a few of those events that have laid the groundwork for it, but something is incoming. I don't know what that'll be, but something is incoming. There's a lot of chatter about a terrorist at Disneyland of a foreign nature to get LA behind, because LA is protecting the foreigners right now. And, you know, there's a lot of people like that are protecting the foreigners. And how do you turn California into a state that's against foreigners? Well, maybe you create a terrorist attack in Disneyland by a foreigner. So then all the people are like, that's fucking Disneyland. That's California. Now, one of these foreigners that I've been protecting, terrorized good-hearted people in Disneyland, fuck them. Then they can bring in ICE or whatever. It sounds like Bondi Beach reincarnated. But again, there's chatter, there's theories online, Google searches that show people are looking up Disneyland terrorist because they can sometimes predict what's happening from Google searches from countries like Israel and other things like that, if you're into that type of numerology and conspiracy theories. Sorry, I'm getting over my head, man. This is where I go. I apologize. I want to bring it back to a little bit of simpleness. But I am going to create a Rumble account, y'all. And I'm going to start showing some actual conspiracy videos from false flag events that I believe happened years ago. And I'm going to show some really interesting videos. I think Rumble will allow me to do it. I do not know. But I'm not going to affect this channel with videos and lose this channel because of that. But I'm going to create a Rumble soon, and I'm going to have maybe a monthly or weekly. Hopefully, I'm not good with consistency. But I'm going to do a conspiracy show where I'm going to watch these videos that turned me into a conspiracy theorist and opened my eyes. And we're going to talk over some of these events and numerology and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are doing it on YouTube nowadays, but I'm just afraid to do it. Because there's going to be a reckoning again, like there was probably 10 years ago on YouTube, for people talking about things like Alex Jones or whatever. And there's going to be another reckoning again. Then on top of that, I'm trying to make a Hollywood comeback. And these are not popular topics. And it's just going to make me crazier to the people in Hollywood. So if they could easily access my YouTube and I'm doing those type of videos, I'm going to rub some people the wrong way. But I shouldn't care. I'm going to rub you the wrong way, tough. I'm going to rub you the wrong way, tough. Um, but yeah, man, my mind is all fucked up, y'all. I don't see the world the way I used to, and I'm sad at that. I wish the world was as I remembered until I woke up through the Matrix. I can't go back. And I just want to share what I see with some of y'all, and hopefully you guys will see something for yourselves. A lot of people are waking up, though. A lot of people are waking up. All right, I got to chill the fuck out. But that's my idea. I think Civil War is incoming. Something's going to happen very, very soon. EMP attack, banker institutions being hijacked or something. Something big is on the horizon. It's been 25 years since 2001, where they brought in all the laws, the Patriot Act, and now we're all seeing the results of the Patriot Act and everything right now with our police state. We live in a police state and country, and it's fucking sad. It's sad. It really is. All right, let me see if I got anything else going on. I'm sorry, I have not paid attention. All right. Let me say this for the last time, and I'm gonna read the comments. Did anybody want to be a guest in video for a couple of minutes and talk about something? What else did I say in this video? What else is the title? Oh, comedy career. So like I said, I'm trying to get back in the graces of Hollywood, do some auditions, do some work. I'm trying to do some conventions in the future, and I'll explain that right now. I wanted to say it earlier, but I forgot to mention. So I'm not that big of a celebrity that's a headliner in comedy or for conventions. I'm not that big of a headliner. I was on a lot of shows in the 90s or 2000s, but none of them did like billions upon billions of views or whatever the case may be. And not everything is technically called iconic that I did. Even though you may believe it is, it's really not. I am like that cameo guest star actor that was in a lot of projects that were iconic and other little things. So I'm technically not a headliner for these conventions that are in other states, whether it be like, 90s Con in Connecticut or New York Comic Con or stuff like that. I'm not a headliner currently. Then on top of that, I'm not a headliner for retro conventions. I'm not. I am a subpar actor in the retro community, the nostalgia community. But these conventions, they have a budget, and they only have enough money for about 10 headliners, people that will really catch the attention of millions of people. And social media maybe have 1 million people, 500,000 people, whatever. They're more popular at the current moment for their retro work. So these conventions only have a budget, and they have to give guarantees, and they have to fly people out and all that other stuff. And so they can only do it with so many people. So they want to get the most popular people, or the people that haven't done a convention that are popular. So I have not been considered by most of these bigger retro conventions because of that fundamental fact that they do not have the budget for a middle tier non-headliner. And I get it. There are the occasional events where it's all Nickelodeon related. Then I am a headliner because it's all Nickelodeon related. But beyond that, I haven't been able to get a guarantee or a travel or anything on my own. Then I got an agent that I thought last year, and they screwed over everybody at the SplatCon and screwed me over with friendships, and because I introduced that agent to people when they scammed everybody. So it's been a while. But now I'm signing and I'm talking to new agents, and I'm talking to a couple of the big ones, and this is what they're telling me, that I am not a headliner. And I'm like, but I make a lot of money when I go out of town. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, but I don't have the money for plane, for hotel, for travel. I want the convention to take on the guarantee and that responsibility. Then they explained to me, you're not a headliner. So now my process is, I need to make a couple of $1,000s, not only to pay my SAG dues to be an actor again, but I need to make a couple of $1,000s so I can travel on my own to conventions out of state where they will accept me as a MVP VIP guest. Not a headliner, but a VIP guest. They'll want me in the show, but I will probably have to pay my own travel, my hotel, and everything. It's kind of like wrestlers. I got to pay for everything myself, do the event, and then hopefully I make all that money back and I double it. So that way, or triple it, so that way I can do another convention because I made my money back and I doubled it where I have enough money to do it again, to go to room and board and hotel and travel. And then I tripled it where I'm actually making money to pay my bills at home. And I think I can do that. But that has to be my path. That has to be my path with conventions. Maybe I'll get the occasional guarantee or VIP where they'll pay for everything. Maybe they'll do that. But these are what the agents are telling me now. And I agree with them. But how do I come up with $2,000 or $3,000 to finally go to another convention with my own dime? Well, I'm local to LA. I can get in probably some of the conventions out here. That will not cost me travel, plane fare, hotel fare, and I probably won't get a guarantee, but I can go to the convention, make some money. Maybe I can do 2 or 3 of them in the next few months and make that $1,000 or $2,000 to now try to expand and do it out of state. But in the meantime, I have to build my social media. I have to try to get my SAG and AFTRA. I have to try to get into conventions. I have to print photographs. I have to take headshots. I have to try to do all these other things that cost me money that I don't technically have. And it even cost money to go to a convention in LA because I got to print merchandise and pictures and a banner and everything else. So it's a little scary for me. And I'm not saying, oh, help me, send me money. But I'm saying sometimes you don't know how to make the money. When you have health issues and you can't really do the work correctly. So it's very scary and frustrating. But like the Shia LaBeouf meme, just do it! So that's what's going on with me and hopefully conventions in the future. I now have a plan. Now I got to institute that plan. And I'm working on a plan in Hollywood as well with all this other stuff. I am now back in acting classes. I haven't went for 2 weeks because of my ankle, but I'm back, kind of. And I haven't officially got any auditions yet. I haven't taken a photo shoot headshot, which I was hopefully going to do around my birthday. And I think for the first time in many years, I'm going to get money back on my taxes because I've owed money for years to different people and organizations, IRS, unemployment, and stuff like that. That I think this is the first year I'm going to get some money back. But I still have a lot of debt right now. But I'm going to try to come away with a little bit of money to better my future. And I need to do more shows and make more money. But hey, I'm on the comeback. I appreciate you all. And then that leads me to the final segment, comedy. I've always wanted to do comedy on stage. I do comedy in TV and movies, and I act silly in podcast or whatever. And I've done comedy. I've been on stage about 4 or 5 times with good results. But comedy is dead. And it needs a comeback. I don't know if the world is ready for a comeback, but I hope it is. But I want to do comedy. I want to get on stage. I want to see if I have any skills to write a comedy act or a performance at my age, at my abilities with my different brain than I had probably 25 years ago when I last did comedy. Inspirations to me are like George Carlin, and people that talk about their personal lives, and that's the comedy, more so than making fun of the way people look or what they're wearing or whatever. I don't care about that stuff. Characterization and personal humor is wanted. Family humor, make everything self-aware. And then if you are going to do the occasional comedy, make it off of food, make it off of political people or whatever, but don't turn the audience into your enemy because of political correctness or their beliefs. I think comedy needs to come back to being simple. There's comedy in everything in life. And the best comedy is always simple and character-based. Oh, the way Michael acts, the way Michael sings, or the way he talks, or whatever. There's comedy everywhere. And we got to be able to laugh at ourselves. So, I'm going to start doing some open mics. This is not going to happen in the month of February. It's probably not officially going to start to happen till, hopefully I'm not homeless, because I struggle financially with a lot of things. But in probably the end of March, toward the summertime, I'm going to start trying to do comedy, open mics. I'm going to have an agent in Hollywood at that moment. Hopefully I'm going to be auditioning for things. Hopefully I'm going to be doing a couple of conventions here and there. Hopefully I'm healthier with my blood pressure and all my other issues. Maybe post-surgery. But I'm going to give comedy a shot. I have a little bit of a name. A little bit. I'm going to give it a shot. I might even film a performance in my apartment or rent a studio. I might even I am creating one right now, but it has a lot of work to be done. That's my problem, man. I'm not consistent and I stopped working. But I'm creating a one-man show. I'm a big fan of one-man shows. Like John Leguizamo many years ago had a one-man show that I absolutely loved. He did skits and characters in that fucking show, and I loved it. He did 3 of them. One of them was called Mambo Mouth, though. I recommend it. I don't care whether you like him politically or not nowadays. He's off the fucking rails. But John Leguizamo and Mambo Mouth, fucking beautiful. What's her name on The View? Goldie. What's her name? Goldie Cooper. Winnie Cooper. What's her name? The black lady. Oprah. No, not Oprah Winfrey. What's the black lady on The View? That at her age she gets into a lot of trouble, but she had a one-man show. I can't think of the name right now. I'm sure. Whoopi Goldberg. Thank you, Brent Mania. Whoopi Goldberg had a one-woman show many years ago. I'm a fucking fan of it. Oh my God, that was a great one-woman show. That's what vaulted her into the spotlight. Then there's a lot of others that I just can't currently think of. I think, rest in peace. Sorry, my brain is fried right now. Robin Williams had a one-man show. And yeah. I need to do one of those. That'll bring back my acting chops, my character chops, my improv chops, my getting on stage props. And that's comedy, but in a self-aware, personal type of written show situation. And that's where you find the best comedy. Crowd work is lazy. Yeah, there are people that are great at it, but crowd work is fucking lazy. So, I don't want to be lazy. Being on a podcast, what I'm doing now, this is technically called lazy because I'm not producing videos, I'm not producing skits, I'm not producing shows, I'm just talking. That is entertainment and that is comedy, but it's also a lazy form for some of us to create a little bit of income. But that's okay. That's the way of the world nowadays. Again, Rogan doesn't produce his podcast. He has others do it for him. But he's a great entertainer. He's a great podcaster. And now he earns so much money by being lazy, technically, and talking about things. Well, he's lazy for at least the 3 hours that he's on air. I don't want to call people out for being lazy. That's not the right term. I don't know where my thought went on that one. I just want to be more productive and I want to be better. And I want to see if I have a second life in me. So thank you guys for being a part of it and listening to me. And again, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm scared shitless. And I feel like I'm gonna get depressed or anxiety filled every day of my life. But I gotta stop going to the black hole. And that's where we need to live. On the edge. Living on the edge. Mikey living on the edge. All right. It's your show. I am now looking at comments. And we're going to hang out for another 15, 20 minutes. Ask me anything. Super chats. If you guys want a guest, let me know. I appreciate it. Yeah. The rest of the show is all of yours. So what's going on? We got Larry Jester online. I appreciate each and every one of you. Cheetah Man's online. Dana's still here. Love y'all. Start small, 15-minute comedy set. Yeah, I'm thinking about filming one. Like even in my hallway. And putting it on YouTube. But I got to start to write one. But I'm not going to add a fake laugh track or anything. I'm just going to maybe even improv. Just try to do comedy right then and there with nothing in my mind on a YouTube video. It's not going to be a perfected act. It's not going to be a written act. It's just going to be me talking and trying and thinking to try to be funny. Whether it be with antics, verbiage, situations, or myself and my body. I don't know. All you have to do to be funny nowadays is be fat, take off your shirt, and eat a candy bar. Hubba hubba. See, that's comedy. What are your thoughts on Mickey Rourke being evicted? It's sad. I don't want anybody to be evicted. He's an Oscar winner, and he can't even afford rent. I mean, the way you say that, Dana, it's a little bit hateful. He's an Oscar winner and he can't even afford rent. It's kind of demeaning. I expect better. But I understand your point. But everybody is their own individual person. They have struggles that we will never understand or believe. They spend money or they do whatever they do that we will never understand it. We will never understand it. It's sad. Hopefully, he can find people around him to manage him and or whatever little bit of money he has or earns. And he probably has to have a caregiver. You know, I'm kind of working my way toward that way as well. It's sad to say. So could you imagine you saying that same statement to me, being a fan of me? My God, he's a famous Nickelodeon actor and he can't even afford his rent. I hope you understand how that's a little demeaning. I'm not a judge, so I'm not going to. Love you, Dana. You're a hard worker, Dana. You're a hard worker. You're a go-getter. You inspire a lot of people. Not everybody can be like you. I'm proud of you. Dana's producing, baby. I love it. One of the jokes, stand up, you could bring out a ventriloquist dummy. Yeah, no. I'm the dummy. And then you try to get it to work and it doesn't. And then you throw it down on the ground and say, you big dummy. That's cute. That's cute. That's like prop humor. That's what people like Carrot Top do. You know? I mean, it works. It works. It does work. Something to think about. But I can't get into prop humor until I perfect humor itself a little bit better on stage. Sean, 9566. Tim Heidecker. Yeah, that motherfucker. Had a one-man show. That's great. You worked with him, right? Yeah, you're bringing up some tough feelings for me. Again, yeah, I worked with Tim. Tim has a podcast, doesn't he? Is he a part of the Dabbleverse? I don't know. He might be adjacently. Yeah, I mean, I worked with Tim and Eric, and I met them on another occasion before I worked with them, where there was a little bit of animosity that happened. I guess I said the wrong thing that I didn't like. I didn't think their show, Tim and Eric, was funny. It wasn't my type of humor. It just wasn't. The episodes at that time that I did see, I didn't really like. So I met them at a party with Aziz Ansari. We were all hanging out and sitting at a table, like a coffee table, talking. And then, I recognized him and I go, hey, man, I know you're the creator of the Tim and Eric show and this and that. And he's like, oh, yeah, man, it's nice to meet you too. I'm a fan of yours, blah, blah, blah. I know who you are. I'm an actor as well, blah, blah, whatever. And then he's like, oh, so what do you think of my show? And I'm like, man, I don't like it. I go, it's not funny to me. I just told him my honest truth. Bam! Aziz Ansari comes after me. Eric comes after me. Oh, that's not nice. Why do I have to gloss everybody up? Why can't I say it's not my comedy? I don't know. It was a weird little thing. It was a weird little event. Then they all got mad at me. Then they all started making fun of me like little school kids. We had fucking Andrew Garfield right there hanging out with us. And he was about to become the Spider-Man. He was just cast as Spider-Man around that time. And there I am dropping names again. But yeah, man, it was a weird night. Jack Black was at that party, Aziz, Andrew Garfield, and it was nice that they recognized me as well. I know Jack a little bit. Um, but yeah, then I think a couple weeks later, I had an audition for Tim and Eric from my agent or manager. Then I went in, and it was like a football episode, and I read all these lines like a football character watching a football game, talking to Tim and Eric, and I read all these lines and did comedy. Then I got hired a couple of days later. Then I went to set. Then they ousted me from the minute I got on set. They ousted me. They made me do rehearsals for like a funeral scene for their Tim and Eric bedtime story show. They made me do like rehearsals. And I remember reading a script and everything, and I had a lot of words in this episode. And like I was a part of the murder or something like that. And so I get to set, I drove like in Valencia, one of the studios or places out there. And I get on set, I say hello to everybody. Then we rehearse. There's like a funeral scene where we're looking at a dead body or in the casket that's being built or dug up. I think it's with Tim being buried or Eric or whichever one. But we did all the rehearsals, and I had a lot of lines, and then they start to film it officially. Then all of a sudden, a couple minutes before that, at craft service table, Eric says, "So you don't think our show is funny, huh?" He just made that statement to me. This is the first time I'm seeing him after I got on set, after that event that took place. So he's still upset for whatever reason. And that was my first time seeing him. And I would have apologized. I would have been like, "Hey, man, thank you guys for hiring me." Or did you know they hired me? Or did you see the audition or whatever? But I didn't have that moment. I immediately went there. They started rehearsals. And then we had a minute before they were going to film. And then I went to the craft service table. Then I saw him. And then he made that statement. I didn't have a chance to apologize, to say, "I'm sorry if I offended you. Thank you for hiring me. I need the work. I appreciate that. I'm going to do a great job." I didn't get that moment. All I got was, "So you don't think we're funny, huh?" And then he goes, then all of a sudden, "We're about to film," or something. The camera's ready officially to film everything we rehearsed for the previous 20 minutes for that shot, the wide shot. Then I walked to my place, about to do it. Then Eric and Tim say something to a producer. They say, hold on, before you film." Then they talk. And they call it Caddy Corner, where the videotapes and the producers and everybody are sitting there. They go over there and they start to talk. Then all of a sudden, the director comes to me. It wasn't Tim. No, it was Tim. I think Tim directed that episode. But it was the associate director. Comes up to me. "Michael, stand over here. Stand over here." Then they pull me out. And then I'm standing there. Then they go, "All right." Then they put another actor that's in the episode in my spot. He was already there, but they just moved him over. And they said, "You know his lines?" And the actor goes, "Yeah." Because he got a script too. And they go, "Okay, we're rolling." Then they filmed it 2 or 3 times with that new actor taking over my spot. Now I'm watching all this happen. I'm like, what the fuck? At this point, I haven't even signed a contract because I showed up to set. It was far away. I didn't have time to go into my trailer. They didn't have a trailer for me. I didn't have time to actually sign the contract. And sometimes in productions, they sign the contract after. You have to film right away and do shit. Then you sign it. before the next shot or whatever. So now I'm standing there. They pulled me out. They replaced me. And now I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm standing next to a cooler. This is painful for me, y'all. This is traumatic. Then I'm standing next to a cooler. And I'm like, what? Have I been replaced? What's going on? Right? Then I'm like, I don't know. Then somebody comes up to me and I'm like, oh, don't worry. We're going to change the camera. We're going to do another shot. We'll bring you back in. Somebody said that to me. I'm like, okay. Then Tim and Eric, now 10 minutes later, I go to grab a water. They're setting up the camera to do a close-up or something else. Then I forget who it was. It was either Tim or Eric walked by me. And I'm grabbing a water bottle or a soda or something. And they go, oh, that's not for you. That's for the cast. Okay. I am being ousted. So I'm like, really? Okay. So I said, fuck it. I decided to stand there and take my punishment. Again, to them, maybe it wasn't punishment, but this is my experience of the whole situation. So now I'm freaking the fuck out. I don't have a contract. I need money. So I go and I call my agent. And they're like, oh, everything will be fine. Just go back there. Everything will be fine. Figure it all out. We'll talk later. Because it's now nighttime. They're shooting overnight. So I go back and I sit on the cooler. Then I start asking some producers and people that I know are producers, besides Tim and Eric. I'm like, have I been cut out? Why are they not using me? What's actually happening? They're like, I don't know. Just sit there. Don't move. Sit there. I'm like, okay. Then they start shooting more shots and doing this and doing that. And they now start another scene. And then I yelled out, this is bullshit. What am I here for? If I'm not a member of the cast and you guys are mad at me, I go, let me go the fuck home. Then I yelled that out loud. I was frustrated. And I'm like, somebody bring me my fucking contract because I'm getting paid. I go, I don't know what the hell's happening. I just start talking loud because I'm really upset. I'm feeling really demeaned. Not humbled. I'm feeling really disrespected. And I guess that's their game because they felt disrespected that I didn't like their show. So now they're going to cast me and pull a prank on me and take that show away because it's not funny to me. Again, I don't know what they're thinking. But now I'm frustrated. Everybody can see it. Even the other actors that I met are like, what the hell? What the hell? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I'm fucking leaving. I go, but I'm getting a contract. So I start yelling, give me a contract. Give me my fucking contract. Because unless the contract is not signed, I don't get paid. And they get away with shit. So now there's a little bit of animosity from the crew. They're now realizing something's going on. Have I been fired? If I have been, they should have told me. But I was never hired in the first place because I haven't signed a contract. It's a weird situation, right? And it was affecting people now because I finally spoke up. And I found my acting crazy and confident. Then I got somebody came up to me and they said, just wait right here. We're releasing you, but just wait right here. We're releasing you. Then I'm like, huh? I'm not going to wait here. If you're releasing me, I'm going to get a contract. So I started following this producer, and I'm like, I've been released, y'all. I go, have I been fired? I don't know. Where's my contract? Now I'm walking toward, they had trailers and other things. And I'm like, I want my contract. I want my contract. or my agent or the SAG-AFTRA reps are going to be coming down here tonight. I'm going to call the SAG-AFTRA union. Then the producer, whoever's doing what they're told, says to me, relax, your contract is over here. It's in the producer trailer or the whatever trailer of the production manager. I'm like, okay. So then I walk to the production manager trailer. Then they walk me out to the grip truck that's open with the trailer hitched to the grip truck. Then the producer or production manager or whoever it is says, here, sign it and you've been released. Okay. So now I look over the contract, making sure I'm getting paid for 3 days. That's what they paid me for. And then I'm checking out the dates and the address and everything. And I'm like, all right. And making sure there was nothing funny written that I've never noticed before. But it looked like a standard contract for like $4,000 or $5,000, whatever it was. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I signed it. Then they're like, now you need to sign out. They have a sheet where you sign out when you arrived and when you sign out. I'm like, okay. And they're like, thank you. Then the production assistant hands me the call sheet for the next day. I'm like, are you guys still here? Sorry, I don't even know. I haven't even been reading the screen. Then they hand me a call sheet for the next day, which according to initially, I was supposed to be working. But now I've been released. Now they hand me a call sheet with the time, the address of the next location for tomorrow afternoon. My name is still on the call sheet. Have I been fired? Why am I on the call sheet? What the fuck's going on? So now I walk back to the area where all of the people are, Tim and Eric and everybody concluded after signing the contract. I'm like, I don't know if I've been fired, but I'm here on the call sheet. So I'll show up tomorrow, or maybe I won't, unless you guys have told me what's really happening. Have I been fired? Have I been released? Or are you guys just expecting me to come tomorrow and be harassed or made fun of or ousted again publicly, humiliated? Is that what you all want from me tomorrow? Somebody tell me what the hell is happening. Nobody came up to me except the producer again that walked me to the trailer, or the assistant, whatever they are. And they said, we'll see you tomorrow. Just like that. Deadpan. Nothing. Not answering my questions, not alleviating my fears, nothing. We'll see you tomorrow. But you have been released. Now, I'm really, really pissed off. And now I know I signed the contract and I have a copy of it. Now, I know that somebody's fucking with me and my emotions. They're doing a Hollywood humility thing or a ritual or something on me. And the next location was in my neighborhood. It was actually at a house in typically the neighborhood that I live in. But now I'm driving home for about an hour when I had a car. And my brain is going, what the fuck's happening? Am I fired? I don't even know. I'm crying. I don't know what happened to me. You know, I have anxiety. I have emotions. And I am upset. But I know I signed the contract, so I know I got that. I know I'm going to get paid. And now I'm like, should I fuck with them? Are they wanting me tomorrow? Are they expecting me tomorrow? Am I going to get my part back that I auditioned for, that I thought I had? They replaced me with the other black actor. I don't know what the hell's happening. Maybe it's DEI. Whatever, shut up. So I'm crying. And then I talked to my agent. She's like, I'm sorry they did that to you, Michael. But you got to be the professional. You just got to show up And no matter what, you're getting paid. Just show up. Don't associate with them. Don't talk to them. But be a professional. Be better than they are. Show up to do your job. And if they don't associate with them, don't befriend them, don't talk to them. Just go there, and whatever they tell you to do it within means. And I was like, no, fuck them. Fuck them. Then I went home and I slept. And then I showed up the next day as a professional. Then the other actors were there. We still had no trailers, but they set an area outside of the house that they were filming in. They set an area with like a little tent for, the other actors besides Tim and Eric to be there. And they're all like, dude, what the hell happened? Were you fired? I don't know. I took over your part. I'm like, I know you did. Congratulations. They gave him a bump. They gave him more money because he was like an extra, like a SAG featured extra that they gave him my lines. I'm like, hey, congratulations. It was cut out at the end of the day. But whatever, they did that publicly to like spite me. So now I'm sitting with all the other actors. I let them know. I said, hey, I'm MichaelRayBower. I'm on the call sheet. I don't know if I'm working, if I'm fired, but I'm here. I'm honoring my contract, and I'm here if you need me. And then they go, Michael Bauer? Oh, hold on. And then they walk into the house with the producers and oh, Michael Bauer's here or something like that. Then I hear out loud, he came. He came. I heard that out fucking loud. He came. Then a woman comes out that I never met the night before or whatever. She comes, okay. Well, all the extras are outside in that little tented area. All the extras are outside in that tented area. So go ahead and sit there, and we'll call you if we need you. Now I'm being called an extra. Okay, what's more demeaning now? Whatever. I'm getting paid like a star, so fuck it. So now I'm sitting with the other extras and the one guy that got promoted. Now I remember the audition scene in the house, and I knew my lines according to the script that I had. Then nobody comes out. They come out, they bring the actors in and out, and I just sit there for 3 hours, 2 hours, whatever. Then they said out loud, somebody walked to the door, and they said, hey, we got permission to put you back in. We got permission to put you back in. They're yelling at me from outside of the house. We got permission to put you back in. So come inside. So I walk in, then I'm just doing as I'm told. Then I saw Tim and Eric and whoever's directing the episode, and they're like, oh, we're going to do the rehearsals. This and that. We got the TV. And they're like, you can sit down there. And this is what's going on. And then Tim or Eric or one of them said, hey, how you doing today? And I looked at them and I said, I need to say nothing. They need to say nothing. Again, I don't know what they were in on it, or they finally gave up, or I took my ritual. So then all of a sudden we started filming. Then while we were filming, then they added little things for me. Here, throw the popcorn, eat the football, or, take off your belly, touch your belly. You're watching football, cheer, blah, blah, take off your shirt, dance around, be an idiot, whatever. In this scene, you're going to listen. You're going to listen to Eric talking about his girlfriend, but you're annoyed. You're annoyed. Okay? Action. Popcorn, football, yeah. Cut. Have a good day, Michael. That's what happened. That's what happened. So if you watch the episode, Tim and Eric Bedtime Stories, watch my face. You can tell on a lot of the scenes where I'm listening or just hanging out, I wasn't having it. And then I was cut out of the funeral scene where they go out. Like I said, I'm not even in there. So thank you guys for listening to the story. Um, I haven't communicated with Tim or Eric since then, but I am proud of them, and I do think they do some amazing stuff. I don't even know if they publicly or personally did any of that to me, even though I have clues. It's all a conspiracy theory. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe everything was said differently than I remember, but that's what I went through, and that was my experience to my truthfulness and my honesty. And when things that are bad happen to me, I tend to remember that more than the good things because it stays with me. When you feel disrespected and fucked, you remember every fucking detail. And that's kind of like how I am with conspiracy theories. So it all happened. That's the way it happened. But I cannot prove intent if they did it purposefully. But that's my story, and that's how it happened, and that's my experience. And I fucking can't stand it. People that do that type of stuff in Hollywood. And I've had a couple of other Hollywood ritual evil experiences or humility rituals happen to me before on another movie set and stuff like that. And that'll be stories for another time. Why the fuck do I want to go back to Hollywood? I don't know. It's all I got. It's all I fucking know. I know I'm going to be forever typecast or whatever, but fuck it. I'm just one man. I'm not even popular enough to change the world. Maybe a few people and their world, but hey, it's okay. But I do know what I deserve and what I respect and or expect from professionals in the industry. So I got to become popular again, or maybe more famous, where I'll never put up with this bullshit from these fucking people. I'll have the power. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But you guys are along for the ride. I appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out today. And I'm so sorry I didn't get to many of your comments. I just tell stories and talk. And I appreciate you all. Mike Roberts, Brent Mania, everybody. Maybe we can have a show on Friday night with some guests to make the show more interesting. Maybe we'll do some Dabbleverse stuff. I don't know. Don't really care about it that much. But there are some good people that have really supported me from that Dabbleverse. And I want to say I appreciate you all. But let's have a show on Friday in the evening. And I'll have some guests on. And it'll be a different show. But hey, this is my comeback of podcasting. I haven't done a live stream in probably 2 or 3 weeks. Proud to be back. Made a little bit of money. You guys supported me. I appreciate you all. All I can say is you're all fucking amazing. So on behalf of Michaela, Colin, Christina, Monica, Brent Mania, everybody that donated, you don't have to, and I don't deserve it. But I am humbled, and I thank you. Thank you for being a part of me on tonight's Acting Crazy and Confident, and I hope I didn't piss too many of you off, and I hope you're still a friend and a fan. Good night for now. God bless. Stay empathetic, stay humble, stay blessed, and realize life is beautiful, and so are you. Good night, everybody.
You're the blessing.